As the shimmering silver spaceship descended into Earth's atmosphere, its sleek design captured the golden rays of the setting sun. On board was Zira, an esteemed diplomat from the planet Vorus, sent to Earth on a mission of peace and understanding. The Valerians, a highly advanced and pacifist race, had been observing humanity for decades, puzzled by the frequent conflicts and aggressive tendencies that marred human society. With her calm demeanor and profound wisdom, Zira was chosen as the bridge between these two worlds. As the ship landed at the designated diplomatic site, a team of Earth's representatives awaited her arrival. Among them stood Captain Jonathan Hayes, a decorated officer known for his bravery and strategic prowess, tasked with ensuring the success of this historic mission. The air buzzed with anticipation as the ship's hatch opened, revealing Zira's elegant form. Her luminous blue skin glinted in the fading light, and her iridescent eyes scanned the crowd with a mix of curiosity and composure. Clad in a flowing robe that shifted colors with her every movement, she descended the ramp gracefully, each step echoing a silent promise of hope. "Welcome to Earth, Diplomat Zira," Captain Hayes greeted, extending a hand in a gesture of friendship. His expression blended respect with intrigue. Though unfamiliar with this human custom, Zira mimicked it with grace, her slender fingers clasping his briefly. "The honor is mutual, Captain Hayes," she replied, her voice soft yet carrying an inherent authority. "I look forward to learning about your world and fostering a harmonious relationship between our peoples." As the initial formalities concluded, Zira was escorted to a secure facility prepared to accommodate the unique needs of the Valerian delegation. The structure, a blend of modern architecture and advanced technology, reflected humanity's achievements while hinting at its complexities. Captain Hayes briefed Zira on the agenda for the upcoming days, detailing the various leaders she would meet and the crucial topics to be discussed. With each meeting, Zira immersed herself in a whirlwind of diplomatic activities, attending discussions, visiting cultural landmarks, and exploring Earth's rich history. Yet, amid the cultural exchanges, Zira found herself struggling to comprehend the human propensity for conflict. Aggression, a concept foreign to her peaceful species, puzzled her. Captain Hayes, serving as her guide, patiently unraveled the intricacies of human nature, explaining the necessity of defense and strategy in a world filled with competition and scarcity. One afternoon, during a tranquil stroll through a serene garden adjacent to the facility, Zira shared her thoughts. "Despite all the knowledge I've acquired, I still find it challenging to understand why humans resort to aggression so readily. In my world, conflict is seen as a failure of communication." Hayes nodded, his gaze thoughtful. "It's true that humans have a complex relationship with aggression. Often, it stems from fear, survival instincts, and a desire to protect what we hold dear. But it's also fueled by ambition and sometimes sheer misunderstanding. We have a long history of conflict, yet we've made great strides in peace and cooperation." Zira paused, absorbing his words. "Your species is indeed resilient and innovative. I can see that while aggression is destructive, it has also pushed you to grow and evolve. But I still wonder if there could be a better way." A smile crossed Hayes' face, admiration glimmering in his eyes. "That's exactly why your mission here is so vital, Zira. We have much to learn from each other. Your commitment to peace and advanced technology could guide us toward a more harmonious future. Perhaps we can show you that even in our aggression, there's a drive for something better." Their conversation was suddenly interrupted by distant commotion. An urgent message summoned them back to the facility. Protesters had gathered outside, demonstrating against the alien presence. Zira watched with a mix of concern and curiosity as Hayes swiftly took control of the situation, ensuring the safety of both the Valerian and human delegations. As the sun set on Zira's first day on Earth, she reflected on her experiences. Understanding humanity would require not just knowledge, but empathy and patience. She resolved to continue her mission with an open heart and mind, hopeful that her efforts would pave the way for lasting peace between their worlds. In the days that followed, Zira was immersed in an intense schedule of meetings and cultural exchanges. Earth's leaders were eager to showcase their achievements while addressing the complexities of their societies. Despite her attentive nature, Zira's curiosity about human aggression remained unabated. One evening, after a particularly intense day of discussions on military alliances and defense strategies, Zira and Captain Hayes found a quiet moment in the garden. This sanctuary had become a refuge, a place where they could speak candidly, free from the formalities and tensions of diplomacy. "Captain Hayes," Zira began, her voice a blend of curiosity and concern. "Today's discussions were revealing. I understand the necessity of defense, but the extent of aggression and competition still baffles me. Hayes nodded, understanding her confusion. It's complicated. Earth is a diverse planet with many nations, each with its own interests and histories. Competition for resources, territorial disputes, and ideological differences have all shaped our world. Aggression often arises as a response to these challenges. Zira looked thoughtful, her blue skin glowing softly in the twilight. In Vorus, we experienced a similar period of conflict many centuries ago. But through relentless dedication to peace-building and understanding, we overcame those challenges. Perhaps there's a way for humanity to do the same. Hayes smiled, his admiration for Zira deepening. I believe there is, and your presence here is a crucial step in that direction. By sharing your knowledge and experiences, you can help us see beyond our immediate struggles and move toward a more peaceful future. Just then, a young officer approached them with an urgent message. A special session was about to begin. It was a historical symposium where experts from various fields would discuss pivotal moments in human history. Intrigued, Zira and Hayes made their way to the Grand Hall, their minds racing with the possibilities ahead. The hall buzzed with anticipation as historians, scientists, and political leaders took their places. The symposium commenced with presentations on human evolution, highlighting the species' adaptability and resilience. Zira listened intently, her iridescent eyes absorbing every detail. As the discussions progressed, the focus shifted to humanity's darker chapters: wars, colonization, and revolutions. Zira was struck by the intensity of human experiences, the suffering interwoven with triumphs. One speaker, Dr. Eleanor Reed, spoke passionately about the impact of these events on the collective human psyche. Humanity's history is a tapestry of light and shadow, Dr. Reed concluded. Our aggressive tendencies have led to destruction, but they have also forged resilience and innovation. Understanding this duality is crucial for our growth as a species. After the symposium, Zira approached Dr. Reed, eager to delve deeper into these ideas. Hayes accompanied her, intrigued by the developing dynamic between the diplomat and the historian. Dr. Reed, Zira began, your presentation was enlightening. I am particularly interested in how humanity balances aggression with the drive for innovation and cooperation. Dr. Reed smiled warmly. Thank you, Diplomat Zira. It's a delicate balance indeed. Our aggressive instincts have been shaped by millennia of survival challenges, but our capacity for empathy, creativity, and collaboration has evolved alongside these instincts. The key is finding ways to nurture the positive aspects while mitigating the negative. Hayes chimed in. It's a constant struggle, but I believe we're capable of achieving that balance. We just need the right guidance and inspiration. Their discussion continued late into the night, with Dr. Reed sharing insights from various fields: psychology, sociology, and anthropology. Zira found herself increasingly captivated by the complexities of human nature and the potential for growth and change, her mind racing with the possibilities that lay ahead. In the following days, Zira and Captain Hayes deepened their bond as they explored different regions of Earth, engaging in profound conversations about human society. Their adventures took them to historical sites, scientific research centers, and vibrant cultural landmarks, each experience adding another layer to Zira's understanding of humanity. One afternoon, while visiting a renowned museum, they stumbled upon an exhibit dedicated to Earth's efforts toward peace. It showcased influential figures, movements, and treaties that had shaped the quest for global harmony. Zira was particularly moved by the stories of individuals who had dedicated their lives to peace-building. Captain Hayes, Zira said softly, standing before a statue of a renowned peace advocate. I see now that humanity's aggression is only one side of the coin. There is also an immense capacity for compassion, sacrifice, and the pursuit of peace. It gives me hope that our two worlds can learn much from each other. Hayes smiled, his respect for Zira deepening. I'm glad to hear that, Zira. With your guidance, I believe we can harness our strengths and overcome our weaknesses. Their journey of discovery continued, with Zira and Hayes growing closer with each passing day. They realized their mission was not just about diplomacy but about forging a deeper connection between their peoples. The bond they were forming was a testament to the potential for unity and cooperation, even in the face of profound differences. As the sun set on another day, Zira and Hayes stood on a hill overlooking the city. The lights below twinkled like stars, reflecting the hope and potential that lay within humanity. Zira felt a newfound sense of purpose and determination, ready to face the challenges ahead and build a bridge between their worlds. However, the peaceful progress of their mission was soon disrupted by an unforeseen crisis. One evening, as Zira prepared for a diplomatic gala intended to showcase cultural exchange, alarms blared throughout the facility. A rogue faction, vehemently opposed to the alien presence, had launched an attack on the Valerian spaceship. Panic erupted as news spread, and the once peaceful atmosphere turned chaotic. Captain Hayes sprang into action, his years of military training kicking in as he coordinated a swift response. "Zira, stay close," he instructed, his voice steady despite the urgency of the situation. "We need to get you to safety." Zira nodded, her calm demeanor betraying the anxiety she felt. "I will follow your lead, Captain," she replied, trusting Hayes's judgment implicitly. As they moved through the facility, Hayes issued orders to his team, ensuring the safety of both the human and Valerian delegates. The attackers, armed with rudimentary but effective weapons, attempted to breach the ship's defenses. Hayes led Zira to a secure control room where they could monitor the situation and devise a plan. Inside the control room, the atmosphere was tense. Screens displayed live feeds from the attack site, showing the Valerian ship under siege. Hayes quickly analyzed the situation, identifying key points that needed immediate attention. "We need to secure the perimeter and neutralize the threat," he said, turning to Zira. "Can your ship systems assist in any way?" Zira nodded, accessing her ship's communication interface. "Our defensive systems are active but designed for non-lethal deterrence. I can initiate a protocol to enhance the shields and disable the attacker's weapons." "Do it," Hayes urged, his mind racing to develop a comprehensive strategy. As Zira worked to bolster the ship's defenses, Hayes coordinated with ground forces, deploying units to strategic locations and setting up barricades to prevent further incursions. The situation outside grew increasingly volatile. The rogue faction, emboldened by their initial success, intensified their assault. Explosions rocked the area, and smoke filled the air. Despite the chaos, Hayes remained focused, directing his team with precision and maintaining constant communication with Zira. In the midst of the turmoil, Zira witnessed firsthand the duality of human aggression. Hayes's strategic mind and courageous spirit shone brightly as he defended both humans and Valerians. For the first time, Zira understood that aggression, when channeled correctly, could be a force for protection and survival. "Captain Hayes," Zira said, her voice steady but filled with newfound respect. "I see now that aggression is not inherently destructive. It can be a powerful tool for defending what is right and just." Hayes glanced at her, a hint of a smile breaking through his determined expression. "It's a fine line, Zira, but yes, when used wisely, it can protect and preserve." As the battle raged on, Hayes and Zira worked in tandem, their bond growing stronger with each passing moment. Hayes's leadership inspired his team, while Zira's technological expertise provided crucial support. Together, they managed to turn the tide, gradually pushing back the attackers and securing the area. After several intense hours, the immediate threat was neutralized. The rogue faction retreated, leaving behind a scene of destruction but also a sense of hard-won victory. Hayes and Zira emerged from the control room, exhausted but triumphant, surveying the aftermath. "We did it," Hayes said, his voice tinged with relief. "Your quick thinking and the ship's defenses were instrumental." Zira smiled, pride and admiration filling her. "It was your leadership and bravery that made the difference, Captain. We make a formidable team." In the days that followed, efforts were made to repair the damage and ensure the safety of both delegations. The crisis had forged an unbreakable bond between Zira and Hayes, one built on mutual respect, trust, and a shared commitment to peace. As they worked together to rebuild, they realized their mission had taken on a new dimension. It was no longer just about diplomatic negotiations and cultural exchanges. It was about demonstrating that unity and cooperation could overcome even the most profound challenges. One evening, as they stood on a balcony overlooking the restored facility, Zira turned to Hayes. "This crisis has shown me the strength and resilience of humanity. Your ability to protect and defend, even in the face of aggression, is truly remarkable." Hayes looked at her, his expression thoughtful. "And you've shown me that peace and understanding are not just ideals, but achievable goals. Together, we can find a way to balance our strengths and create a better future." Their bond, forged in the crucible of crisis, symbolized the potential for unity between their two worlds. Zira and Hayes knew that their journey was far from over, but they were ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. Confident in their shared vision of peace and cooperation, Zira and Captain Hayes reflected on the tumultuous events that had transpired. With the rogue faction subdued and peace restored, the crisis had become a trial by fire, forging an unbreakable bond between them and deepening their understanding of each other's worlds. As they moved forward, they were determined to build on this newfound unity. In the weeks following the attack, the atmosphere on Earth shifted dramatically. The successful defense of the Valerian ship and the cooperation between humans and Valerians during the crisis sparked a renewed sense of hope and collaboration. Joint initiatives were launched to enhance mutual understanding and address shared challenges, ranging from environmental sustainability to technological advancements. Zira and Hayes emerged as symbolic leaders of this new era of cooperation. Their partnership became a celebrated example of what could be achieved when different species work together toward a common goal. They traveled extensively, visiting various countries and addressing international forums, sharing their experiences and advocating for peace and understanding. One evening, after a particularly inspiring day of meetings and speeches, Zira and Hayes found themselves once again in their favorite garden, the place where their most profound conversations had taken place. Bathed in the soft light of the setting sun, the air was filled with the scent of blooming flowers. "Captain Hayes," Zira began, her voice filled with gratitude and contemplation. "These past few weeks have been transformative. I've seen the best of humanity and learned to appreciate the complexities of your world. Your resilience and ability to find hope even in the darkest times are truly remarkable." Hayes smiled, his eyes reflecting the warmth of her words. "And I've learned so much from you, Zira. Your wisdom, patience, and unwavering commitment to peace have shown me that there are always better ways to address our challenges. You've inspired me to look beyond our immediate struggles and strive for something greater." Zira took a deep breath, feeling a surge of emotion. "Jonathan," she said, using his first name for the first time, "I believe our meeting was not just a coincidence. Our worlds have much to learn from each other, and I feel a profound connection between us. Together, we can achieve so much more." Hayes reached out and gently took her hand. "I feel the same way, Zira. Our bond has grown stronger with each passing day, and it's a testament to the potential for unity between our peoples. We're not just diplomats anymore. We're partners in this journey." Their hands intertwined, Zira and Hayes shared a moment of silence, the weight of their shared experiences and hopes for the future palpable. They knew their mission was far from over, but they were ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead, confident in their shared vision. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden glow over the garden, they made a vow to each other and to their respective worlds. They would continue to work tirelessly for peace, understanding, and cooperation, guided by the bond they had forged in the crucible of crisis. Their efforts soon bore fruit. The joint initiatives they had championed gained momentum, leading to significant breakthroughs in various fields. Environmental projects aimed at healing the planet's ecosystems, technological collaborations that pushed the boundaries of innovation, and educational programs designed to foster a culture of peace and understanding flourished. One such project was the establishment of the Interstellar Peace Institute, a center dedicated to studying and promoting peaceful coexistence between different species. Located on Earth but supported by both human and Valerian resources, the institute became a beacon of hope and a hub for knowledge exchange. Scholars, scientists, and diplomats from various worlds gathered there to learn from each other and develop strategies for a more harmonious future. Zira and Hayes were frequent speakers at the institute, sharing their insights and experiences. Their story, one of overcoming differences and finding common ground, inspired countless individuals and reinforced the belief that peace was not just an ideal, but an achievable reality. As time went on, their personal bond grew stronger. What had started as a professional partnership blossomed into a deep and abiding love. They found solace and strength in each other, navigating the complexities of their respective duties with mutual support and understanding. One evening, as they walked hand in hand through the garden that had become their sanctuary, Hayes turned to Zira with a serious expression. "Zira, there's something I need to ask you," he said, his voice steady but filled with emotion. Zira looked at him, her iridescent eyes reflecting the soft glow of the garden lights. "What is it, Jonathan?" she asked gently. Hayes took a deep breath, gathering his thoughts. "We've accomplished so much together, and I can't imagine facing the future without you by my side. Will you stay on Earth and continue this journey with me? Not just as a diplomat, but as my partner in life." Zira's heart swelled with emotion. "Jonathan, my mission brought me here to understand humanity and foster peace, but I never expected to find such a deep connection. I would be honored to stay and continue this journey with you as your partner in all things." Their embrace was filled with the promise of a shared future, one where love and understanding bridged the gap between their worlds. They knew challenges lay ahead, but together they were ready to face them, confident in the strength of their bond and their shared vision for a peaceful, united universe. And so, Zira and Hayes continued their work side by side, their love and dedication inspiring all those around them. Their story became a testament to the power of empathy, cooperation, and the belief that no matter how different we may seem, we are all connected by our shared humanity and our desire for a better world.